I can see the sweeping, blood-drenched plain of Kurukshetra in all its dreadful detail. Everywhere is chaos, mangled flesh, the aftermath of massacre. Everywhere I look, in all directions, countless bodies lying in abandon, heads and limbs at sickening angles, mouths gaping as if their final cry should still be reaching us. Eyes that shone with every heartfelt passion now are empty pits, cleaned out by crows. Gashes and holes in the silk of skin show where a cunning spear has found its way between the panels of bright, well-wrought mail. Somewhere their armor still and seem unscathed, as if lapped in the luxury of sleep, while others are half naked, stripped of all that marked them out from the mire they're made of. Krishna, who am I now? I am Gandhari, childless mother of 100 sons. But is there no word for women such as I? A word like widow, another word for empty? Look at these fine young men embracing earth as if discovered in the act of union with a beloved bride. Arms spread, their faces oblivious to everything but this. Oh, earth has stolen them. Earth has triumphed over all of us defeated women. What priceless wealth is scattered all around. Crowns, jeweled bracelets, ropes of gold twisted round the muscled upper arms of so many heroes. Anklets, togs, all the regalia of rank. How useless is that wealth? Why? It cannot protect them from the smallest dart, and it cannot keep monsters and other scavengers from feasting on their fattened flesh. Look at these Ganga birds, tall as men, looking so disdainful, picking their way among the piled-up corpses, yet ripping flesh from bone with cruel beaks as ruthlessly as any Rakshasa. A month ago, who could have imagined that men who loved the music of the bards would now hear only the despairing cries of their beloved wives? They who slept soft now lie uncushioned on the filthy ground. Men who plunged deep in the sumptuous flesh of women now lie, torn, gnawed by jackals, their rigid arms locked hard around a mace. Oh, these poor women! Some are mute with shock, most are wailing, shivering in their pain. They call like cranes for mates that will never come. Some try to find the body that belongs with the head they love, then they realize it is not his. Some fail to recognize the face of their own brother. And Krishna, there's Duryodhana. Oh, my tragic son, caked in blood, your strong legs smashed, distorted, your breastplate still in place. I remember how you looked when you asked for my blessing, full of pride and foolish hope. I knew then it must end in defeat. All I could manage were lukewarm words, not what you most wanted, not the heartfelt prayer for victory men need from women when they go to war. Time turns, you died a hero, Duryodhana. Devoted women once banned you to sleep, now only the urgent wings of hungry birds make a breeze around you. Here's your poor wife, Lakshmana's mother, weeping for her son and for you. That broad-hipped, lovely girl is huddling in the crook of your strong arm. No more good times for her. Disregarded, she'll spend her life alone. So many women, trying to wash blood off their men's dead faces. Others whirling, screeching like lunatics at vultures circling on creaking wings. What must we have done in a past life? What sin could have deserved this utter horror? And look at my other fine sons. There they lie, distinct in life, with differing looks and gifts, each with his individual voice, his laugh, no meat for undiscriminating crows. There is Abhimanyu, still beautiful, that brilliant warrior who outshone even his father. You are like Krishna in your strength and courage, so alive, yet now you sleep too soundly. Your skin is soft, delicate as a girl's. Isn't the rough ground gracing you? Your arms flung wide, you sprawl as though you are exhausted by grinding labor. Rest, my love. She cradles his head in her lap and strokes his tangled hair. Where were their hearts, those Kauravas who trapped you, a solitary boy? Where were your uncles, your natural protectors? How can a kingdom, however rich, however well-deserved, be worth your life, my prince, my precious one? I wish I too could die. I long to join you, but no one dies before the gods decide. You are no more. I have my wretched life. In the world you've gone to, will there be a woman to caress and laugh with you as if she were me? Oh, my Abhimanyu, be happy in your heaven, but remember what I was to you, how we loved together. There is Karna. His wives are sitting round, their hair in disarray, crying miserably for him and for their courageous sons. So many heroes looked upon his face as the last they saw on earth until Arjuna cut him down. He was the most loyal friend to Duryodhana, most brave, most steadfast, firm as the Himalaya, brilliant as fire, unforgiving, stern. That great warrior lies like a tree felled by a tornado, ruined, defaced, unrecognizable. Look, 2 crows are pecking at his lolling facile thumb. Bhishma, on his tormenting bed of arrows, is still alive. He looks like the sun itself, fallen to earth. That man is a hero like no other, skilled in warfare, steeped in wisdom and dharma. What other warrior would have told Yudhishthira how to kill him? Who will there be as a bright lodestar for the Bharatas once Bhishma is no more? And Drona, the great teacher, all those weapons acquired from the gods were useless in the end. His wife is bathing it with her hot tears, mourning the hand that lately would have loosened her clothing, stroked her breasts, caressed her face. Her bereaved daughters-in-law are shrieking and crying, a pitiful thing to witness. Arjuna acted wickedly. Still more horrible was Satyamurti's sinful act, killing him as he sat in meditation. The world will censure you for allowing it, Krishna. I'd like to think you are ashamed. So many shields strewn on the bloody field like fallen moons, and scattered spears and bows shining like shafts of sunlight in the gloom. Look at Shaguni, fallen where he belongs, that mischief maker. This war was his doing. He it was who stirred up the quarrel, as he loved to do. He hated the Pandavas. What a barbed tongue he had, but he died in battle. The hero's heaven awaits him, as it does all my brave sons. He cared for no one, not even himself. See, Krishna, his beautiful white parasol is gleaming in the light. His body is already burned. His grieving wives and daughters-in-law circle the pyre clockwise, heads covered, sobbing softly. Oh, so much sorrow. It is women's fate to love and lose again. What joy it is to give birth to healthy sons, to play with them, sing to them, to see them grow in strength, acquire warrior skills, ready to take on a world of enemies. What's wrong with us? Why do we not start weeping as soon as we see our newborn as a boy? But no, we glow with pride, as if this creature, these perfect arms and legs, this lusty voice, this future food for crows, were an achievement. Broodmares for corpses. That's what women are if they are born unlucky kshatriyas. Gandhari sank down, broken, desolate. Krishna, when your peace mission failed and you returned to the Pandavas, then my poor sons were as good as dead. You could have done more to save them, but this was what you wanted, this war, and all my precious sons are lost. I curse you, Krishna, for presiding over this tragic conflict, kinsman against kinsman. A time will come when you will pay in kind. In 36 years' time, having killed your sons, brothers, cousins, you will meet an ignominious end. And then your own womenfolk will weep and tear their hair, as inconsolable as these women now. Krishna smiled. Excellent, Gandhari. You give words to what I already know. I, and I alone, shall destroy the Vrishnis, and your curse will help me carry out that task. When the time is right, they will kill each other. I shall decide. But don't give way to anguish. Grief breeds grief. You are wise enough to know that. You yourself are by no means blameless. You thought too well of Duryodhana and tolerated his pernicious acts. Now you see the tragic consequence.